Okay, so now let's talk about our command cd. This is a very basic command that you will be requiring for navigating into the file system when you are working on the command line. Now, most of us are already used to the graphical interface where you have this side pane which shows you the directory. So here inside my home directory, all the other directories are shown and the contents are directly shown over here. Now any of these directories which I will click will become my current working directory. Fine. So like I can go to the computer which has the complete file system showing up over here. That's the top level directory. I can go to etc and I can just click on any of these directories and navigate around. But what happens when you are on the command line? So on the command line we are going to use the cd command and we are trying to navigate to this thing. Now to use cd command effectively you should be having an understanding of this file hierarchy or the tree structure which is there in our Linux or Unix type of system. Now here in Linux Unix type of system we have discussed the top level is root, and based on this we will be able to navigate to any of these directories. So let's first start with a very basic thing. First thing is we will type in pwd to find out where we are located. So we are logged in as the user Yogi and we are located in the home directory of Yogi. Let's do a simple ls over here to see what is the content. Now the cd command can take the directory name as an argument, and if that directory exists we can change to that particular directory. So if you remember the concept of absolute path and relative path, we can use both the mechanisms. So if I had to change to any of the directories which are directly within my current working directory, which I can see with ls, I can simply say cd documents, and here I can simply change to this directory. If we see pwd, right now I'm located in documents. If you wanted to change to the parent directory, usually referred as coming out of this directory, you can say cd space dot dot. Dot dot is a reference to the parent directory. I will talk about the dot and double dot representation in every directory, what its purpose is. But double dot is a reference to the parent directory. And here, if we see pwd, we have changed back to our parent directory. So this was a relative path mechanism. I could change to this, or I could be in the same documents directory, and from there I could change to the download directory. Now if you assume that we are user B or user A and we are in documents directory, fine, in this location, then we could traverse out of this directory and then we could traverse to this directory. Now this can be done in two cases. One is I do a cd dot dot come to here and then I say cd downloads, but I could refer to this downloads via a relative path over here. So I can say cd dot dot slash downloads, and this way I could use the relative path mechanism to shift to any other directory, you can see. So basic thing is cd will take an argument and a path to a directory. It could be absolute or relative, and then you can change your directory. So let's have a look at this example. Suppose I wanted to change to x11 directory over here. So if I use a absolute path, then I don't have to worry where I'm located, because I will be giving a path from the top level which is root, then I will follow to etc, then slash x11 that is the directory what I want to change to. So let's try this. Cd slash, that is the root, then what was the directory we wanted to change to was etc, then slash x11, fine. And we can do this, and if I check this, now I am located in x11. So now we can check here if there is any other directory, we can change into that particular directory again. So dark blue ones which are showing up are the directories. So here I am right now in, you can see, etc x11 x resources, fine. Now if I wanted to change back to, let us say, a directory called as opt, so I can do a cd opt, and this is a absolute path and I am in opt. So we can change to any directory from any location by using either absolute path or relative path. Fine. So cd command is going to take an argument, which is the name of the directory to which you want to change. The argument can be the directory name, or you could use the dot dot character which refers to the parent directory. So if I do a cd dot dot, so I am in the top level, and if you see pwd print working directory, we are on the root level. Now this is the basic way you can use the cd command. Cd command has some interesting aspects to it. So cd command, if you see, currently we are in the root. So cd command, when passed without any parameters in Linux, it changes to the user's home directory, whoever is currently logged in. So if we do this, you will see pwd, and we are switched back to the user's home directory. So cd command without any argument takes you to the user's home directory. This you can also achieve by using the tilde symbol. Tilde symbol is a representation of user's home directory shortcut, which can be used as an argument in many of the commands. So let's first change to etc x11. So now my current working directory is this. Now if I do a cd tilde symbol, then again it will shift me back to my home directory. So cd without any arguments takes you to the home directory, or you could use the tilde symbol as an argument to tell that change to the home directory. And the last very interesting aspect of cd command is switching between the current and previous directory. So when you do the pwd, you can see the current working directory, and the system is automatically storing what was your previous working directory. So if for some reason you wanted to switch back to the previous working directory, so you simply have to say cd hyphen, and this will take you back to your previous working directory. Okay, so now if you do a pwd, we can see we are in etc x11. And now if I say switch to, say, slash boot slash, let's say, grub. Okay, so now what happens is my present working directory is this, and previous working directory is etc x11. Let's try this again. That takes me back to etc x11. So very interestingly, what happens is, as soon as your directory changes, the latest one becomes your current working directory, and the previous one becomes your previous working directory. So if you just, without using the cd command with any other parameters, if you just do this cd hyphen, you will be able to toggle between the current and previous at it as it keeps on updating it. So this can be used sometimes when you have to switch between two directories again and again, and you can use cd hyphen. So that's a basic overview of your cd command. This is to be used for changing directories.